The Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, the home energy specialist. La Valley Building Supplies for home improvement and construction, from concept to completion. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Ramonto's Brick Oven Pizza in Claremont, always fresh.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide here as the fourth quarter is underway. Lebanon Raiders leading the John Stark Generals 43-37. And a very tightly contested matchup so far tonight. And there's Slabinski driving to the hoop. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. So only 14 seconds into the quarter. Foul there. And it will be shooting for Paul Slabinski.
Hey, local sports fans, YCN Sports Talk, hosted by our very own Jeremy Stout, is on every Wednesday. And my YCN Sports Wrap is on Fridays for weekly highlights of high school sports.
Slabinski hits his first free throw. 44-37. Lebanon trying to pull away here to start this quarter. Leading at halftime 28-26, and then trading leads for a little while in that third quarter, and then Lebanon pulling away, and they now lead by 8. But John Stark, we know they can answer. They have the height inside, and they have the distance and the range shooting. And as we say it, there's one of those shots. That's number 33, Joseph Simeone. He gets the long two to go, and a 6-point lead for the Raiders. Didabani gets it over to Slabinski and back to Chickering. They'll reset their offense. No shot clock here in New Hampshire high school basketball. Chickering rejected at the rim by Drew McQuarrie, who gets it up ahead and almost intercepted, but Troy Gamache is able to handle it and then poked away by Chickering. And here's Milliken on the break. He takes it to the hole strong and goes up, draws the foul. Milliken will go to the line and shoot a pair.
Nice job in transition defense by Chickering and Milliken. Really hustling to the ball, disrupting passes, getting the ball back. Milliken gets a couple of free throws out of it. Very nice hustle plays.
So Milliken shooting a pair here. He makes his first free throw. Quick flurry of action here in the first minute and 11 seconds of the third quarter has extended this lead to 7 for the Raiders, but the second free throw no good, and Generals looking to get back in this one. The long three-point attempt, just off the mark by number 20, Troy Gamache. And then the foul on the Raiders. It'll be General ball.
Tune in to YCN's Outside Television in high definition on Comcast HD Channel 713 or Channel 21 for all the outdoor adventure.
Another strong take, this one by Drew McQuarrie. And he gets the foul, draws the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. With Drew McQuarrie back at the line. Foul on Milliken, his second, team's fifth. And Drew McQuarrie hits his first free throw, 46-40. If you're John Stark, you love to have these free throws while the clock is stopped, but you got to hit them if you want to come back. McQuarrie doesn't hit his second, and now Raiders a chance to extend that lead. Nolte in the corner, gives it back to Milliken. Milliken and Chickering at the perimeter, over to Slabinski in the corner, and his three-pointer's a little long, but Nolte with the rebound. And Milliken for three, no good. Nolte another rebound. A little hard, couldn't get it to Didabani, and it's turned over. Oh, that looked like it could have been a travel. Refs might have missed that one in transition, but Slabinski comes away with it and then immediately fouled by Adam Tower, the senior guard. So their 6th foul of the half. Next one, the Raiders will be shooting. So inside 6 minutes here, Lebanon leading 46-40. There's Nolte from the corner. No good. Rebound by McQuarrie, Drew McQuarrie, and then lightly shoved out of bounds. Foul on the Raiders. So 5.5 to play here in the 4th quarter. 46-40, Lebanon with the lead. And the foul on Didabani as McQuarrie going up strong to the hoop. 5:23 to go. 2 shots for McQuarrie. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Drew McQuarrie at the line. Hits his first of 2. Cutting the deficit to 46-41. Both teams now in the bonus. That was a shooting foul, so McQuarrie will shoot his 2nd, and off the back iron, rebound Chickering. So McQuarrie been to the line a couple times, and he's come away 1 out of 2 both times. 5-point lead for the Raiders. Their offense has stalled here in the 4th quarter, and the errant pass picked up by Chickering saves it. 5 minutes to play here in the game. 5-point lead for the Raiders. 3-point attempt, and there's Milliken, the 3-pointer, just inside 5 minutes to play, extending that lead to 8 points, 49-41.
Well, if I'm Lebanon, I think you got to get the ball to Milliken. Try to get him to get some nice shots. He's a great shooter. Or work it in low to Islander. A little bit of force.
And a miss there by the Generals. Comes up to the Raiders. Nifty pass there to save it. And Nolte not able to get the 3 to go. But good rebounding there for the Raiders.
Yeah, Lebanon getting a lot of offensive rebounds here in this quarter. You'd think that would be one of John Stark's strengths with all their height. But Raiders getting a lot of friendly bounces off the rim, getting a lot of boards, a lot of second chance opportunities.
Now slowing that offensive possession down quite a bit. We're inside 4 minutes to go in the game with an 8-point lead. 3-point up and no good. Milliken can't get it to fall. The rebound to Chase Patterson, and he is immediately fouled. So Patterson will go to the line and shoot 1 and 1.
Our next YCN Wednesday night high school game of the week will feature the Hopkinton Hawks traveling up I-89 to take on the Cougars of Kearsarge. Game of the week premieres at 8 p.m. on Wednesday nights. Check our YCNnow.com website for additional airings.
Patterson's first one is up and good. The 5'9" junior. One of only 2 under 6 feet on this team. We've been talking about the height that they've had, and Patterson only 1 of 2 that are under 6 feet. Not able to convert on the second free throw. 7-point lead for the Raiders. If you're the Raiders, you obviously want to take some time, but don't want to get sloppy as they do there. Stolen away, and the layup is good. Number 10, Isaiah Lovering, steals it and goes to the other end. And now the full court pressure put on by the Generals. Escaped for a minute and then almost tipped away. Nolte was lucky there. That ball was tipped, and then the foul. So Nolte will shoot 1 and 1. 3:09 to go. 49-44. 5-point lead for the Raiders. 1 and 1. Nolte's first is up and good. The junior listed at 6'4". Him and Matt Islander, the tallest of the Raider players. And he hits his second free throw. So 2 free throws for the Raiders. And they now lead 51-44. 3:07 to go. Coach Mike Smith wants a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. 3:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Lebanon leading John Stark 51-44. John Stark has been just in this most of the game. 7-point lead for the Raiders, and they've kept that lead pretty safe for most of this second half.
1-1? Yep.
They will call, yeah, so there was a foul on the rebound, and Hunter Bienvenu will shoot the 1-1, trying to extend that lead to a 51-44 lead for the Raiders. And he does hit it. So 52-44, 8-point lead now inside 3 minutes. Second one, no good, and the rebound goes to the Generals, 41. Sean Levine gets it. So, Andrew, if you're the Generals, you got to start making shots here, cutting into this 8-point lead, and at least getting to the line, the free throw line, like they will here. Isaiah Lovering will go to the line, shoot 1-1, and that could also be a friend of the Generals. Stops the clock, gives you a chance to get some free points.
Right, yeah, John Stark doing a nice job of drawing that foul there, and really desperate for some points, down by 8 points, under 3 minutes left.
Can't hit the front end of the 1-1. Rebound to Lebanon. Now Graham Chickering just dribbling the ball, taking some time. Nice pressure defense, though, on the perimeter. Give credit to the Generals. They've really played good man-to-man defense all night.
They have, and they've made a number of Raider players panic. Just like we saw there a little bit. Putting a lot of good pressure on this Lebanon team, making them really earn their points.
I guess it's maybe more of a zone defense, but either way, they're really pestering the ball handlers. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 2:15 to go. 52-44. Lebanon leading by 8. They're looking to go to 6-1. If they can continue that season that they've had and a march back to the postseason. After this game, Lebanon will face Bishop Brady here in Lebanon, and then they have Hanover, rematch from earlier in the season, a big rivalry. And if you're John Stark, after this Lebanon game, they'll go to Goffstown. Goffstown right now sitting at 5-3 in the Division II standings. So here we go, 2:15 to go. John Stark really going to come up with some defensive stops and then make some baskets. Trying for the quick 2-man trap. They don't get the trap. Bienvenu for 3, and he gets it to go. And Bienvenu with the 3-pointer, giving the lead to the Raiders of 11, 55-44. Shot up, no good. Immediate outlet pass. Here's Milliken going for it. He'll keep it himself, and he gets it off the glass. And now Milliken with the basket, leading, giving the Raiders the lead by 13, 57-44.
Milliken's so fast, so athletic. Just go coast to coast like it's nothing with the left hand.
Chickering can't get a handle on it. He'll turn it over. And the Generals will retain possession. A dangerous slide, but nothing they could do there. Both going after the ball. And that one is 31, Cooper Gorski, the basket. So quick pace here in the last couple minutes. Inside a minute now, it looks like Lebanon trying to dribble the clock out. Up 11.
Yeah, that three by Bienvenu really put the nail in this game, pushed the Lebanon's lead to double digits.
So a foul there on the court. So we have a little bit of time here. Do we have a player of the game yet? Have we decided on that? 57-46, inside a minute.
Well, at this point, it looks like Matthew Islander and Ryan Milliken are really the two leading scorers for Lebanon. So I guess we'll see how the
see if anybody
ends.
Can put something on the top. There's Bienvenu with the basket, and the free throw is up and good, extending that lead to 12. And another one is up and good. And as we mentioned, this Lebanon team, a lot of depth. Bienvenu, who starts, he's a sophomore. Also, Matt Islander's a junior. Christopher Nolte, a junior. So a lot of good play from seniors and underclassmen. And as that turnover inside 30 seconds will probably do it. You got to imagine Coach Mike Smith will just let them dribble out the clock. He's going to foul on final time, down 13, 17 seconds to go. That'll put Nolte at the line shooting a pair. That's Slabinski, number 30. His first free throw is up and good. Second one is good as well. So the 15-point lead for the Raiders. 61-46. Inside 5 seconds to go. Pass inside, and the shot does count. Jamison Lacasse, the sophomore, gets his shot to go, and it will count. So Lebanon wins it with a final score of 61-48. So after that win, Lebanon will go to 6-1. John Stark falls to 5-5. A very competitive first half, only a 2-point game at half. Lebanon pretty much took control in the third quarter and then held on in the fourth quarter. So Andrew, when you get done tallying up the statistics, we'll get the player of the game and we'll go to the play of the game. So basically Lebanon coming away with a victory as we thought, but John Stark, give them credit, on the road, a tough environment, keeping it close for most of the game and then falling late, 61-48.
Yeah, absolutely, and John Stark kind of fell out of this game. They scored 12 points in the third quarter, not terrible, but not too great, and Lebanon really stayed consistent throughout this game. They scored 16 in the third quarter and 19 in the fourth, compared to John Stark's 8 points in the fourth. But I think it's time right now for our turning up the heat player of the game. H.R. Clough, Kearsarge Heating turning up the heat player of the game. And I'm going to give this one to Ryan Milliken. He led Lebanon with 17 points. And in the close second is Matthew Islander with 16 points. He scored 10 points in the third quarter, really held off the Generals very well. And in terms of the Salt Hill Pub play of the game, there weren't, we thought it might come down to the end. There might be one huge play, but I think, to me, the hustle play from John Stark's Gamach, at the end of the first half, he made a diving stop and stole the ball away from Lebanon, gave John Stark another chance to score before halftime. So to me, Gamach's diving play and getting a possession right before halftime, calling the timeout, to me, that is the Salt Hill Pub play of the game.
All right, so final thoughts here, Andrew. Obviously, Lebanon, they're continuing their march, getting the win, and John Stark coming up just a little bit short, but we may see this team down the road in the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. John Stark, it's a very underrated team. You know, they played well here tonight. They kind of fell apart toward the end of the game and started off slow, but they have a lot of height. They have a lot of very athletic players. They can shoot the ball very well. So I expect John Stark to definitely make the playoffs, be a lower seed, but surprise some people once the tournament kicks off.
All right, so the final score here, one final time. Lebanon wins it over John Stark 61-48. Thanks to Alex and Greg. For Andrew Zerhide, I'm Jeremy Stout. Thanks for watching the YCN.
The game of the week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, the home energy specialists. La Valley Building Supplies for home improvement and construction from concept to completion. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Ramonto's Brick Oven Pizza in Claremont, always fresh.